Pamela. How are you doing today? If you like this video, please like it, please subscribe, and go to misspamelaxoxo.com to book your one-on-one reading with me if you are interested. Now, today I am so excited because we are going to be talking about my opposite sign, Gemini, how to save a relationship with a Gemini man or woman. And as always, I'm going to be going over this in 3 parts. First is, why are you here? What happened? Why is your relationship with a Gemini not working out? Or why did it not work out in the past? Number 2 is, what does this represent? I truly believe that relationships are our mirror. And these people are in our life to show us something that once we learn, we will get the things that we want once we kind of like deal with that karma, if you will. And number 3 is, what can you do about this now? So let's get into it. Number 1, why are you here? So with a Gemini, since you're dating more than one person, there could be a myriad of different reasons. And I will be the first to say that maybe this Gemini genuinely was not ready to be in a relationship. That's a distinct possibility. And so that's not your fault, right? But the more common things are going to be, assuming that that's not the case, that they were really bored, that you tried to cage them in. They cannot stand people talking about all these plans in the future when they're just not there, because they don't like this idea that you know what they will be doing in the future. Like that's controlling to them. It could be that you weren't up on recent things. They didn't see you as someone that they could really have these intellectual conversations with, or conspiracy theory conversations with, for that matter. Maybe you didn't have the same sense of humor. Maybe you weren't as wild and free as they are. And of course, this is meant to promote healthy relationships. If someone isn't treating you well, you shouldn't date them, Gemini or not. And then the other thing is, they don't like when you aren't ridiculously honest with them. And I'm not talking about that telling them things that they don't need to know, right? Because they actually hate that. They're like, why are you telling me this? However, when you think that you can outsmart a Gemini, God help you. That's all I have to say. Because these people don't like to act like they're know-it-alls, but they are very intelligent. They're more intuitive than they let on. And the other thing is that if you are clingy, and that goes back to that freedom thing, they cannot handle that. Big, big, big turn off for them. So, what does this represent? What this represents is, how confident are you? How much fun are you? What do you do for fun? Do you need someone else in your life to have a good time? Are you someone that, lives in that Groundhog Day sort of existence? And is that something that you want to change? How alive are you? How confident are you? Are you so confident that you could just tell the truth to anyone and you could not care less what they said or thought about you? Because that is so sexy when you know who you are and you can stand in that. Do you care more about what society thinks or says, or do you know what you think about things and stand in that no matter what? Are you in touch with both of your sides? And are you honest about it? So that's definitely what this represents. It's these themes that you really need to take a look at in your life. That's what this Gemini person is more than likely showing you or teaching you. Number 3 is, what can you do about this now? And definitely, definitely, definitely give them their space. look at this situation and see what it might represent. Did it represent the things that I had mentioned? And take something away from this so that when you do speak with them, if they do speak with you, you can actually thank them for this gift that they've given you. Because Geminis appreciate when you notice the details. Geminis appreciate gratitude. Geminis appreciate when you have a different outlook on things versus being a negative Nancy. Tell them when you do speak to them about these new things that you've discovered. Make it fun and interesting, and you really need to be able to let go of this one if you want any hope of them returning. Because a Gemini can feel when you're clinging on for dear life. They can feel when you're putting that responsibility on them, and they don't want your responsibility. They have enough mental responsibility in this lifetime, so you need to take any of this emotional responsibility off of them. And it's in doing that, it's in living this fun, adventurous life. Now, if you want to save it, right, and if you can save it, that they will come back to you. It's in the complete opposite of clinging, that they'll wonder what you're up to. In this rapid growth, you'll be like a new person for them. Change something about yourself, dye your hair, or I know that's maybe not the best example, but make it as if you really have turned over a new leaf. Because the only way that they might rekindle things with you is if you rekindle this fairy tale. If you become the knight or princess in shining armor, if you will, because the reason why things aren't working is because of who you were most likely being. Now, I don't know the whole situation. Obviously, this is a general video, so forgive me if you didn't really do anything. I'm just assuming that if you're watching this, maybe you did, right? So, and also, if it was a situation where they were unfaithful, you've got to really forgive them and let that go. If it's something that you're constantly bringing up, again, that's your choice. If you want to save it, if this is something you want to do, you don't have to do that. But bringing up all these things from the past is not going to help the situation. This is a very much present moment thing that you need to fix. Tell them what you learned from this and make the changes that you actually said that you were going to make. Ask them what things you didn't hear that they said, and be quiet. Listen to what they have to say, because Geminis will tell you, unless it's a Gemini, like I said, that never really wanted anything, but that's with anyone, right? Can't expect honesty from someone that doesn't want anything with you, right? So keep that in mind. If you ask them, they will tell you what you didn't hear that they've already told you to fix. So anyways, I hope that this helps you, and I love my Geminis. Good luck to you. If you do want to book a one-on-one coaching session with me or a birth chart reading, please go to my website, misspamelaxoxo.com. I'm sending you love always. You deserve love. And whether it's day or night, I love you, I love you, I love you. Please click here to watch my most recent video. Please click here to subscribe to my channel, and please click here to go to my website. Thank you so much for watching. I love you.